My name's Jack LeMange. I'm here with Bruce Fenton. You know who he is. You have no idea who I am, but I am the moderator today for Bruce's YouTube clips.
Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure, Bruce. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Now, government shutdown. If you've been living in a cave, probably don't know about it. But effective Tuesday about midnight, the government shut down. The funny thing is, I was able to go to the gym the next day.
Really?
Yeah, they had TV shows on and everything. Yeah.
No.
Katie Couric caught it a little bit. Don't tell anyone. Went to the store, bought a copious amount of groceries.
No.
Yeah, I'm serious. With the government shutdown. So what is this all about for a lay person like myself?
The world didn't end.
No, it didn't end. No, I was able to do a lot of things.
How'd you get here? The roads?
I used the roads. I drove my car.
Are you sure they were roads?
Toyota Corolla. Yes, they were roads.
Okay.
They were paved and everything.
All right. The roads did not disappear. This is the big secret that government doesn't want you to know. Everybody's saying how much you need government is usually government. You don't need them that much. So first of all, you asked what the shutdown is. Basically, it's not really a shutdown, I wish. It's a very partial shutdown of a little piece of government that's temporary. So it's not a shutdown, it's not permanent, it's partial and it's temporary. So what they've done is they've taken certain groups that they call non-essential and they've temporarily shut that down until the next budget situation is resolved. And then within that, what they've done is made every effort to try and show us how important these people are and how much we need government. So parks, open air parks, the Grand Canyon, places that they don't even have guards at in some cases. They've been going to spend money to send blockades and close them down. World War II Memorial is one example. It's
an old soldier?
Yeah, it's
is that guy going back and forth in front of him?
I don't know, actually, because that's military. They may still be there because they're under U.S. military, but the whole park would probably be closed. I don't know about the cemetery. I don't know if that counts. But you have basically, there are a lot of examples of open air parks, parking lots, places they don't even have guards, but they went and fenced it off just to show how important they are and,
it's very important.
Try and teach the citizens a lesson. And they've actually gone and paid web designers to go and put
I did see that
temporary sites on the websites to say, oh, this site is shut down. Anybody who knows anything about the internet knows you just leave the site up.
Right.
It's more work to take it down than it is to just leave it up.
What are they trying to hide?
They're not trying to hide anything. They're trying to punish us. They're trying to punish the little citizens, like these poor World War II veterans flew all the way over there to visit their memorial. They go and the government goons go and spend our tax money to put a blockade up to try and keep these guys out. These guys who stormed the beaches at Normandy, they're trying to keep them out of their own memorial to teach them a lesson.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful.
They want to teach us a lesson.
Sarcastic, obviously.
Yeah.
Now,
and you know what? I'm curious.
Yes, go ahead.
Grand Canyon. Was that here before government?
Yes, it was.
Years probably before government.
Yes.
Decades
long
even.
before, yes.
Okay.
Long before.
Acadia National Park, did that exist before government?
Yes, and Jellystone.
Really?
Yes.
I thought government built all these things.
Well, ask Yogi Bear. I mean,
so government didn't just create these things. They actually existed. So how did people, before government, how did people go and see the Grand Canyon? Did they go blind when they started walking to see it? I mean, how can you see it without government there to enable it?
I'm guessing horseback.
Yeah, but once it's there, how do you actually see this site if there's no government to let you see it?
That's a very good question, Bruce.
How do people in other places enjoy other things that are not sponsored by government? I mean, what if there was a park somewhere on planet Earth that government didn't control?
What if I go to Ashland National Park and I want to go hiking? Can I do that?
It all depends on government.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very
You can't do anything without government. That's what they're trying to say, I guess. And you know what's amazing?
I've been able to do everything without government.
Some people believe this.
Yeah, I don't.
They really think that without government, the farmers will stop farming, teachers will stop teaching, people will stop going to...
they're still at schools.
On a serious note, countries that have had wars and major, real, actual collapses of government, people still work. They still do their job. They still do... It's amazing. People still eat. They still are able to carry on with their life without the government oppressing us.
Well, it gives the liberals a chance to put some blame on other people because they haven't been able to talk much about Obama because he's done such an awful job, in my opinion. Now, the people that are out of work right now, do you have any compassion or soul for them at all, Bruce? You sound like you don't.
I do. And I want to address one more thing before I get to that. Okay. You mentioned liberals. I wish they were liberals. I wish they were. I'm a liberal. I wish they were liberal. I don't know any real liberals out there. Classic liberals in the sense of John Locke.
I can give you names.
Well, the people that you might be referring to as liberals, I call them Obama fans.
Okay.
They're not supporters. They're fans because they're not using logic. They're fans like Justin Bieber fans. Or if I'm being more diplomatic, and I try to be.
They're called believers.
I should be more diplomatic.
Okay.
I call them authoritarians and totalitarians. Liberals want to let people do their own thing. Real liberals, classic liberals.
Right.
These people don't. They want to tell you what to do, and here's what really
who to vote for.
Really bothers them. They want to tell you what to do at the point of a gun. Because most of these people consider themselves, oh, peaceful, oh, I'm a peaceful, happy, progressive. That's the new word for authoritarian, totalitarian, progressive. They consider themselves peaceful progressives, but they're very, very, very violent. They're authoritarians. They want to put a gun to your head, have people in uniforms with badges come to your house, and make you do what they think is a good idea.
Yeah, the liberals that I'm friends with on Facebook are pretty much in your face, and that's not what the whole liberal movement stands for.
Look up John Locke on Google.
We're to study.
You know, Milton Friedman considered himself a liberal. These are real liberals, classic liberals. But anyway, your question about don't
you have any compassion, Bruce? You sound.
I do. I do have compassion for the 800,000 people. I feel bad for these people. I know some of them. I have people I care about who are affected by this, and I do have compassion for them. I'm sad that they are in this situation where they may end up getting a paid vacation, or worse, they may end up with an unpaid vacation. That's basically what we're looking at with this shutdown.
Won't they get back-end pay?
They may get back-end pay. In the 17 other government shutdowns over the last 30 years or so.
Whoa, there have been 17?
Yeah, you didn't know? You don't hold a candlelight vigil on December 16th, 1995 to commemorate that horrible... you don't remember? You don't remember the terrible effect it had?
Well, I mean, I was like 20 years old. Should I have cared? No one mentioned it in my family or anything.
It's interesting. I don't hear many people... Most people don't even know there was shutdowns. They don't even remember.
There's a precedence.
It's happened 17 times in the last 30 years. People don't care. Nobody even noticed the government was shut down.
This is a joke.
It is a joke. Nobody even noticed it was shut down. So they had all these shutdowns before, and in those cases, the people ended up with a paid vacation. Government employees, the non-essential employees who were furloughed, ended up getting back pay. So they got a paid vacation. Now, some of them, they needed counseling. In the 1995-96, there was some people who were so upset about being called non-essential. Can you think of the pain to be called non-essential by the media day after day? They needed counseling.
My dad called me non-essential for most of my life.
Did you need counseling?
No, I should have.
Well, if you did, it wouldn't have been paid for by the taxpayer like this counseling was. So, yeah, they needed counseling, some of them, and the taxpayer had to foot the bill for this because they felt so feelings hurt by being called non-essential. So I do feel for these people, seriously. I feel for them. I feel sad that they may have this paid or unpaid vacation. You know who else I feel bad for?
Who?
The 100 million people who pay their salaries.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The 100 million people who pay for these people. Now, some of them do great work. They do cool stuff, science and neat things. But you know what? I feel bad for the people who are working hard, struggling in some cases to pay for these people's salaries. And I feel even worse for the people who are under the thumb of government. People getting frisked by the TSA and having their possessions taken, people who have their assets seized.